Cardinals. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First play and a first pass for Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Second and 10. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll send a big tight end in motion right. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To Connor on the check down. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Steven Anderson from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for two. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Chicago. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Murray now on first down. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this one's incomplete. Velus Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out?
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Murray under pressure, and they got to him again. That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz, dropping the quarterback.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this coming. Then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Herbert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On first and 10, it's Herbert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? And they take a knee. And he is not going to get in. And I think the proponents of the Chargers saying, hey, why not kick it? The failure to convert is going to keep this game tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Cardinals 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A handoff for Herbert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bears 34, Cardinals 20. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know our way around the storm, making hits with hit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Drake. Room here to run. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because they have to draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 37. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's the pickup of 6. It brings up 2nd and 4.
to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Edwards now on 1st and 10, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the air again, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7.
Bears 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll run on first down with Evans. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now Herbert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start the drive with Drake. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he works free. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 74 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll go again with Herbert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit. excited. See, they just getting cake. They ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips. Ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.